What if your next move brought you to a brand new home with a private guest suite, gorgeous mountain views, and incredible amenities, all just minutes from Valencia? Today we're touring this Williams Ranch Plan A quick move-in home, a new construction home tour right here in Castaic. And this four-bedroom, three and a half bath, over 3,300 square feet of living space has a fully equipped guest suite with its own separate entrance, kitchen, and living room, perfect for multi-generational living. We're also going to show you the spacious family room, chef's kitchen, and more. And we're going to show you why Williams Ranch is unlike any other community. Plus, we're going to go over the builder incentives that are available right now. So let's take a look. Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. Welcome back to another Los Angeles new construction home tour. So on today's new construction home tour, we're revisiting the master plan community of Williams Ranch, built by Williams Homes. Now, this master plan community has 497 total home sites. They've sold about half so far. And the home that we're going to be looking at today is the Plan A Meadow, right? That's 3,320 square feet of living space. You can have it configured 4 or 5 bedrooms and between 3.5 to 4.5 bathrooms. Today, the one we're looking at, the quick move-in home right behind us, that one is going to be the 4-bedroom variety. And I'm actually going to show you how you can go from 4 to 5 bedrooms. Now, again, this community features 497 home sites. Again, they have sold about half of those home sites. So there's only a few quick move-in homes available right now, and they haven't started building the next phase. So if you wanted something from scratch, you might have to wait a little bit, probably until they sell the rest of their quick move-in homes. Now, they do have a few quick move-in homes additionally that will also be built that are currently under construction, and those will be ready by the end of December 2025. So you could move in by the end of the year. This community really does offer a lot. 5 miles of paseos, they have 6 pocket parks, and of course, the community park called the Ranch House, which will of course have a clubhouse and a pool. There's orchards where the homeowners have already started to pick citrus fruit and pomegranates. And of course, you have the vineyards. Let's start from the front like we always do. Now, over to your left, you're going to notice that you don't have any neighbors on that side of this home. This is the end of a cul-de-sac, so you don't even have any neighbors across the street from you. So if you want privacy, this home is located basically at the top of the community. So you will be having a lot of privacy if that's something that's important to you. Now let's take a look at the landscaping here in this front yard. The builder will provide you and handle the landscaping in the front of the house, because most times in new construction, typically the builder requires the home buyer to be responsible for the landscaping in the front and the back. Now here you will be responsible for the back, and it will be given to you as a dirt lot in the back. But here you can see this is what the home will be delivered to you as. Now, a lot of people in this community have already put in artificial grass, or they've already basically customized it to their liking. This has to be approved by the homeowners association. I bring that up because they were pointing out to me that somebody requested to be able to grow corn in the front yard, and that obviously was a hard no. But most of the plans are usually typically approved. Now, look at the color here of this home. Now, most of the time you'll see a lot of white or beige or brown, right? Maybe even some gray. But here you have this bluish gray, the exterior facing, basically giving you that modern farmhouse look. And then you have this walkway as we turn right will take us to the front of the house. Now, over here to your right, this is going to be where you're going to have that guest suite downstairs. We'll show you that momentarily. And then this is your front entrance. I really do like the fact that they have a yellow door. Now, I could see some people don't like that color for sure, but I like how they have the yellow door to complement the color scheme on the exterior right here. So I like how this siding right here is this bluish gray, And then you have more of a white, off-white stucco to be able to contrast. And then, of course, your yellow door. All right, let's walk forward and step inside. All right, we're in the interior right now. So as we walk around to start the interior on this first level, this home is a Plan 8 Meadow home, 3,320 square feet of living space. This particular home site is configured as a 4-bedroom. You can get it in a 5-bedroom. I'll show you how you can do that momentarily. So the builder has put in over $135,000 worth of upgrades, and I'm going to show you a lot of those today. So let's go back to the front door. That's where we're going to start. And then you have this formal entry area space right here. And then as you open the door, this is the first room you are going to see. This is your flex room. So it's not a bedroom, although you could use it as one if you wanted to and put in a closet. Most people are going to use it as a home office, a den, a yoga room, a home gym. We see that quite often. So as you move over to your right, you're going to see that the entire first level is luxury vinyl plank flooring. The builder has installed over $25,000 worth of flooring upgrades, and I'll show you more of that upstairs when we make it to the second level. Over to your left right here is going to be your living room area. So this is where you're going to hang your big screen TV. You can already see the connection outlets and points right here to be able to hang that big screen TV of yours. And then as we step back, look at these beautiful folding doors, these beautiful bifolding doors. This is a $13,500 upgrade. And again, because this is a quick move-in home, the builder's already installed that for you. So you can't make any alterations to the home. The builder has already completed everything that's going to be done to it. And that's part of the beauty of this home as well. So that's your living room space. And then that opens over to your kitchen. Now on your kitchen, you're going to have a quartz countertop on your island, stainless steel sink basin, your freestanding range that's also stainless steel, and then you have your built-in Samsung microwave. Your backsplash is going to be a tile. That is a $6,000 upgrade from the builder having this tile backsplash. So you have your white quartz countertop, white cabinetry, you have your black handles and knobs on the cabinetry itself. One thing I wanted to show you, because typically it is an upgrade and usually doesn't come standard. Look, the builder put in the self-closing doors. Everybody loves that. It's always a feature that a lot of our new construction buyers always ask if it's going to be included. Stainless steel dishwasher is part of your island. You can see the space right in front of us, and that's going to be where your refrigerator is going to go. And then over to your right here, I'll step back. This is your walk-in pantry. So plenty of room to be able to store everything that you could possibly want in your pantry. Now, if we open up this door, I wanted to show you, this is your 3-car garage. So you do have this tandem space right here for 2 cars. Over to your right, this is going to be where you're going to be able to put that 3rd vehicle. Now, I really wanted to come in the garage and show this to you because some people like to put in the epoxy finish, and I'm glad they didn't do it here. It's usually cheaper for the homeowner to be able to put it in as opposed to have the builder do it if it's an option, but not all builders offer that. So it usually runs from about $3,500 to about $5,000 to put in the epoxy, depending on the quality of the finish. Another thing I wanted to mention about the garage is, you may recall from one of our home tours that we did here a while ago that it is possible to actually have an RV garage built in, and you do see a few of those here in the community. Most people don't opt for it because it's a $120,000 upgrade, but it does look pretty cool. But I would say most people spend the money on something else because $120,000 can go a long ways. But it does look pretty cool if we're being honest. And you know, if you have an RV or a large boat, then that might be something that works for you. All right, so this is your formal dining area. And look, you have two sliding doors, right? You have your stackable doors over here to your right, and then you have a standard sliding door over here to your left. This is literally right off the kitchen. So you have this large great room downstairs that includes your formal dining area, your kitchen, easily put a few chairs or bar stools right down here at your island counter, and then again, your living room. Over to your right, as we step into this hallway, is going to be your half bathroom. Now, this is going to be the bathroom that your friends, family, and guests utilize when they come to your home. And again, you can see the luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout. Now, we're entering right now the multi-generational living suite is what they always call it. And this is perfect, right? Because maybe you have an in-law that needs extra space and maybe wants their own privacy. So you can see the built-in microwave right there. And look, you could easily install, if you wanted to, take out some of the cabinetry and put in a beverage refrigerator if you needed to. You got the stainless steel sink, and you have the same quartz countertop that you have in your kitchen. And then space for a small apartment size refrigerator, which is always nice. And then look at all the cabinetry too. So you essentially have this eat-in area right here. And then let me turn around here so you can get a better idea of what this looks like. Over here, this is where in this suite, if you wanted to hang up a TV, if you wanted to hang up a television, this is where you would do it. So as we pan around over here, now you're going to see the bathroom in this multi-generational suite. You have the upgraded flooring down below, as well as a designer tile in your shower enclosure. And they also have the designer tile pieces at the bottom. And I like how they did this because you have the gray, and then they contrasted it with even a darker gray on the bottom. Now let me step back right here, and then you can see here they have the white cabinetry and the white quartz countertop. So this is the bedroom that's part of this multi-generational suite. All right, so be able to see that. Now let's exit here. Let me know what you think of this multi-generational suite. I also like the fact that we showed it from the outside, but this is the door that you have leading into this space. So you have your own private entrance, which is really nice. All right, before we get upstairs, let's talk a little bit. Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. Thanks for tuning in so far on this home tour. What do you think of this home, this quick move-in home, this Plan 8 Meadow here at Williams Ranch in Castilla, California? So let me know about that. And if you're looking to buy a new construction home, definitely reach out to us because there's so many things that we're able to help with our new construction clients. Definitely keeping you informed of everything that takes place throughout the process, but also educating you and making sure not only we have to act as a liaison or an extra set of eyes, because there's so many documents, there's so many contractual pieces of paperwork, way more than resale because the builder uses their own contract. And so I've seen all of their contracts. I know what to look for. I know the things that we should kind of be talking about ahead of time. And a lot of times I like to do this before we actually even meet at the builder. So this way you have a much better idea of what to expect in case you like one of the model homes that you see. And I can kind of walk you and give you a better idea of what you can expect in a quick move-in home or just a home that you're building from scratch, as opposed to just seeing the model home. Because a lot of times what's in the model home, you don't get when you actually close escrow with a builder. So these are some of the things that I really like to point out. And this is another reason why I like to feature a lot of the quick move-in homes on our channel. So it gives you a better idea of what your expectations should be when you're buying a new construction home. And this is one of the things, like I said, I really just like to be able to handhold you from beginning to end, whether it be at the design center here for Williams Homes here at Williams Ranch, that basically their design center is close by here in Valencia. Some of them are a little farther away, but that really makes a difference too. And I can kind of make recommendations too of, hey, you know what, you should spend $4,000 on that beverage refrigerator, but you know what, maybe that money is better spent somewhere else, right? Maybe you don't need to be spending, $20,000 on electrical upgrades, right? So there's different things that we like to kind of walk our clients through. And then, of course, throughout the process, whether it be the framing walkthrough, the electrical walkthrough, these are things that I like to be there for. So I kind of walk you through basically from the beginning all the way to the end of the transaction. All right, let's get back to the home tour. So this community of Williams Ranch currently has 6 quick move-in homes, including this one that we're touring today. They also have 7 under construction that'll be ready by the end of December 2025. Now, they haven't released the remainder of their home sites yet. They haven't even started building yet, and they want to be able to sell these first. So if you're looking to move in, especially by the end of the year, this is a great opportunity for you. And they're even offering $50,000 flex cash. Maybe you want to use it to buy down the solar system, right? Or pay it off, because the solar system costs $30,000 to purchase. It's about $145 to $200 to lease, depending on the floor plan. And it even includes 2 battery walls. So that's why it's a little more expensive. A lot of times you see it in that $15,000 to $20,000 range on new construction. So it's something to consider there. But you can also use that $50,000 flex cash to actually buy down the interest rate. All right, so we've made it upstairs. You have this large loft. And before I told you that you could configure this house into a 5-bedroom home, well, you could convert this into another bedroom if you wanted to. And that's how you would end up with 5 bedrooms on this floor plan. I would say most people, especially with the multi-generational living suite, most people are okay with the 4 bedrooms. And then people want to have this loft, a great homework area. Again, you can see all your connections for a TV, a great place to be able to have the kids watch TV and maybe the adults watch it downstairs, or vice versa. All right, so that's your loft space up here. Right around the corner is going to be your laundry room. So with majority of the bedrooms upstairs, you would want to have your laundry room upstairs. So you have your laundry hookups right here, the drain pan, and you have an upgraded tile flooring. Now, everything on the upstairs level, the second level, is going to be carpeted except the wet areas like the laundry room and the bathrooms. As we make our way forward, the Homeowners Association is going to be $385 at build out. Now, that is obviously going to include, like we talked about before, the 5 miles of paseos, the 6 pocket parks, the orchards, which are already producing citrus fruit and pomegranates, and of course, the ranch house, which will have a clubhouse, right, as well as a pool, and that's going to be the place to hang out. And that will be completed by spring or summer of 2026. So this bedroom right here has a bathroom connected. And as we leave right here, we will make our way over to this 3rd bedroom upstairs. There's a total of 4, and this is your 3rd and final bedroom. So you can see you have the sliding doors on the closet. And once again, everything is carpeted. Now, another question that I always get asked, especially up here in Northern LA County, what's going to be my property tax rate? So my property tax rate all in is going to be approximately 1.43%. That does include the Mello-Roos. So standard usually is about 1.25, but I'll be honest with you, 1.43 isn't bad, because I've seen up here, especially not too far away, I've seen at 1.8, 1.9. So being at 1.43 isn't terrible. Most of the time when you come up to Valencia, Santa Clarita, here in Castaic, you're going to see a higher property tax rate due to having Mello-Roos. Now we're going to make our way back downstairs to the backyard. So in this community of Williams Ranch, you're going to have a total of 15 floor plans across 4 collections. And so there's really a floor plan that kind of fits everybody's needs. They have some really cool, unique options as we make our way to the backyard. So look, remember, like I told you before, the front yard, they're actually going to provide you some basic landscaping, but here in the backyard, it's going to be all dirt. And this is typical of all the builders. It'll be your responsibility to submit plans to the Homeowners Association with what you'd want to do. Now, one of the things that I really do like about this lot is, look at the view. that you guys have. So just standing in your backyard, you have these spectacular mountain vistas that you guys are able to take advantage of being here at the top of the community. What do you think of this Plan A Meadow home? 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 3,320 square feet of living space. This is a quick move-in home, so you could move in as soon as 2 weeks if you're able to close, or even sooner if you're all cash, right? So, and then plus they do have 7 other homes that are under construction that will be ready by the end of the year. But the only one that has that multi-generational living suite, which we're standing in right now, is this one. So if you want more details, what else the builder did, what the other upgrades that the builder spent the money on, that $135,000, let me know. If you want some other ideas of how to be able to spend that $50,000 flex cash, that is something that we can help you with too. Maybe you want to buy down the rate, you want to pay off the solar, right? There's a myriad of different ways you can be able to utilize that $50,000. You can't use it to actually reduce the price. So full disclosure there. And then if you are looking to buy new construction, whether here or anywhere else, reach out to us. Obviously, I have a relationship with all the builders here in Southern California, and the builders are always reaching out to me every single week with different incentives. So the best part is I don't work for the builders. I work for you, and it doesn't cost you a cent. The builder pays us, not you. Never had any of our new construction clients or resale clients pay us a single penny of commission. And look, basically, I've been doing this for over 21 years, have over 250 5-star reviews on Zillow and Google. So those speak for themselves. So if you have any questions, reach out. I've heard from so many people like yourself that are looking to move to or buy here in Los Angeles County. And I'd love to be part of that journey to help guide you through the process. So reach out to us if you have any questions. I'm Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group, and hope you enjoyed this home tour.